It smells so good outside. I smell summer actually. I haven't smelled nature in a while. There could be something dissipating and some heavy stench of mass, invisible mass leaving. I'm just winging it here. Don't forget to thank blank for blank. That's going to be interesting. Kevin, Sheila gave you a bit. Thank you. Feel like you is in a time of need. Gratitude. This is going to bring shit in. Right? Many thanks. Spell broken. Was there a spell of not being, yeah, right? That would be that, not being grateful. Don't forget to thank and ambition. Don't forget to thank who? Johnny Two-Time Ledger. Ledger. Don't forget to thank ER or RE. And this could be, don't forget to send an email with RE. You know who it is, whether she flips letters out or not, that you have to usually email, phone. If you don't have somebody's phone number, I do believe their email address is available. TE. Right? ET. Slovakia. Hi, that's a place. I hear vodka in it. I like it. I could live in a city called Vodka. A-G. I'm not spoiling. Yeah. R-E-A, there could be a Rhea involved. Hello. And then I said to myself, after I get this out, I'm going to flip out a tarot card for this one. Yeah, I'm smoking a lot of pot, cigarettes, and vape. Don't forget to thank the guy who came in and fixed some kind of water damage and didn't say that he needed any money. That's not that he doesn't need it. You guys have something that you can give this man. Yeah, you have to do something. Like when those times pop up where you can gauge what you would have spent had you hired somebody, and now it's about 90% less than that if you cook for them, or you have a garage. They could have car issues and they don't have a garage or tools. Something like bartering. Yep. This is I've been waiting. Take the mule. Don't forget. Thank your mules, the ones who make it back. In fact, they should be treated with the utmost respect. Doing that these days is risky. Making it back, even more risky. Yep. I wouldn't curse them by betting on them. You're cursing them. Yeah, you're putting bad juju on them somehow. Yeah. Always makes time for us. Don't forget to thank so-and-so for always making time for us. Mom. Enough is enough. I had it with these motherfucking snakes. Okay. This is letting us know that somebody was waiting for us too. Don't forget to thank so-and-so that you said that it was a setup. Thank you. In whatever way this is. Don't forget to thank so-and-so for saying that the whole community was plotting against you and now you move a little differently and your outcomes are different. La-di-da-di-day. Don't forget to thank so-and-so for bringing awareness to something that broke a spell, or for letting you know to stop eating or drinking something and now your looks are changing. and you're fine, and just things are starting to roll. Thank you. Don't forget to thank the investigator, the actual, I think this guy's, he could be like a Samuel Jackson. He could look like Samuel Jackson. This guy's a retired. You got me hooked. You got me hooked. Sure enough, good we cooking in my book. Was that Sheena East? Is that her and Prince? Because I hear your high voice in there somewhere. Sir. Avocado. That's someone's password currently. Somebody got some information with this hermit. Let's say I was about to investigate what? I was a shoe salesman who was aware, even worse. I was aware that I was stuck selling shoes every day. There's nothing else I could be more aware of. Hello. But the thing is, this wise person brought some information, and the spell could be, let's see what the overall spell is here, because it seems like it's who was involved, how malicious this really became. Sam, thank you for telling me about the eggs in the hand, what's in the food. Thank you for telling me to start cooking my own food. I cooked you some food. Don't forget to thank so-and-so for helping you deal with all of this loss. This could be going through a divorce, losing a child, somebody taking you in while you were dealing with loss, helping you out, watching your kids because you couldn't afford a babysitter. When your hours change, somebody's hours change, and you started working late shifts and shit. And I'm not sure if it was so that you could work or so you could get away with hanging out somewhere after a certain time at night, but somebody started watching your kids damn near for free. And now, thank you with the labor. Thank you for someone that saw a woman was in labor. Are there some women that went into labor and the husbands were in, we'll just say they were busy. You probably had some women or some kind men send them something. Go out of your way, the way you go out of your way to find out gossip. Scrabble. Thank you for getting me this job, my first job doing labor, and I love it. You know why I love it? Because I'm not competing now like the other guys did, and I did even, or some of your brothers could have had these jobs. Why am I competing? I'm going to work at my own pace. I get more done. I make more money from my boss. Ergo, there's more money available for me to make. And room to move. Yep. Up, not down or backwards. But when I was on the roof the other day with my dad, I did a job in Croydon with him. It was just a bump over. There was no rip off, but I was thinking of how competitive that kind of shit is. But it would take me off that, even just between men, over ripping and overthrowing shingles over your shoulders. Next thing you know, you're laid up in a hospital bed and you're not making any money now. For what? I'm here to work. I'm not here to beat somebody. I mean, not that way anyway. That's the kind of job where yep. What else do we need to thank so-and-so for the spell being broken? Oh, man. Whatever this person found out here, they have been like this since down. I feel like they slept for a few days. I can't go to work. With the baboon, well, this is a whole different reason here. I told you that the baboons can't dress up like that anymore. Some of them are broken shit. Don't forget to thank so-and-so, spell broken. I no longer wish to engage in sexual activity with individuals who are close to acting and looking like farm animals anymore. Yep. You may be a product of another experiment different than what Philly was in. Against her will. I never signed anything. I felt this, but I'm not sure. That some people could think that I actually willingly participated in some type of experiment for torture. Granted, some of my decisions in life have ended up feeling like just that. Suck my kiss. This is the lips got done. So what happens when you have work done and you can't afford to keep up with that? What happens? Does it just go away? I hope that's what it does. But for some it didn't. And I'm not sure if it was because of overstretching, overfilling, over-tugging, over-pulling. This is, yeah, green eggs and ham it is. There's some weird Dr. Seuss shit here, I feel. With the baboon, this could even be that somebody removed layers of filters off of things, including video. Is somebody smart enough to even remove editing from video to get the original video without all the cuts? Yeah, it's like some Kanika Jenkins shit. Hello, beautiful woman. Here. When you're broken, I'm broken too. I'll bleed for you. Okay. Well, somebody's angry. Don't forget to thank so-and-so for the shirt that she gave you. I mean, this shirt was expensive. I feel like not only did you not thank this person for their clothes, but you treat them like... When someone gives you clothes that they had, this is a gift to you. You say hand-me-down, it takes from it. Anything is a hand-me-down. I mean, a pot and a pan is a hand-me-down, but we put it on clothes for some reason more so than anything. And now you take the clothes, and in your mind, they're thrift store clothes. Well, those thrift store clothes were once expensive clothes, or at least worth something more. You throw them on the floor. You throw clothes in the dryer that this woman let you know she took care of. It's just disrespectful, and now you're putting that. You don't care. So you will have a hiatus of people giving you now their hand-me-downs, their clothes. It's just the way that it goes. So now we have, what's this with the baboon? Don't forget to thank that cat for that security job too, or that job as a CO. The one who said, yeah, I know somebody, and you walk past this motherfucker like 6 times already. Okay? I forgot to flip one over, and I intentionally dumped out tiles and only kept the ones that were face down. I don't worry about anybody thinking that I'm lying, especially about some shit like this. But I'm sure there are a few. You're the best person I can think of right now, and I just remembered Gandhi. You could be above Gandhi to somebody. Morning. TAMWYK. May and K. May we took. That's the first thing that I thought when I looked at this together, so that's what I'm going with. Now that I realize just how deep this shit is, I got up here. Even if it kills me. I'm going to sit outside today and take in some of this beautiful weather. Gossip. That would be that. For me, that would be gossip, right? This would be the video and editing gossip. Oh, I never read these. Apt. I see ape. Immediately I see ape. Let me show you. Alright, pause it. Do whatever you gotta do. Ape is right there, clear as day. I also, no, I don't see that this time. I see front of the house, hot, tie. Yeah, tire and higher. T-E-E, like a golf tee. And hit. But we're gonna go with ape because with the baboon, I just feel like this is that this is something that they're pushing. And people are talking now about this could be true. Huh. This took a different turn. I'll bet that people were saying I was crazy. And now there are people who are going, all right, well, this is going to be out. This is going to come out. There's nothing I can do. What I can do is own my role as the villain. Somebody has to be it. Right? Look at all the movies that came out of all the crazy shit the villains do. People wind up walking away liking the villain more than they like the hero. And they're talking in jail for sure. They are, because this is what's happening. I feel like some people in jail, like, God damn, I mean, it was rough in here before they got there. I mean, this motherfucker's 130 pounds. Tunnels, maybe that could be coming out too. Some of these underground tunnels that were leading into prisons and housing people to attack inmates with black magic and harassment devices. This is something I also saw in my mind, but I'm iffy. So I just talk about it. Some of these prisons, yeah, I mean, if the tunnels weren't created recently, and I mean over the past 30 to 50 years recently, then they could have been underground railroad tunnels where prisons, and then this is how they're getting people. What is that song? I forget. All right. Somebody's going through heavy alcohol withdrawal in jail. Spell broken. Who is this? Him. This is a tarot reader or a content creator. Psoriatic arthritis. There's the answer for somebody. That's all the hell they talked about. That's all they talked about. They don't have the kind of DNA where they could just sit and upload all day and not move and be okay. Ooh, some of us do. The prison of meat. They could be vegan. Vaseline every day for the people who felt like your face was being pulled down. Petroleum jelly seems to work better than Vaseline. Yeah. When it comes to blocking things. Petro, as we said, Petro. Okay. I feel like this platform was going back and forth with views, and this is karma, because they could have had something to do with what? Knowing people who were hacking, knowing people who were working with YouTube, or even I don't know how that's connected, but I mean with the revenue, having something to do with that, or just knowing things and not speaking up. Just that comes back. This is definitely my card of this is what you put out, and then this is what you got back. What you got back is a whole shitload of bad karma. We're going to get into just how deep this went. If this isn't because I could feel a lack of care for the message when I said tarot. Nobody cares about that shit, and I didn't either. I'm not a fucking tarot reader. I'm just a bitch who speaks truth whenever it needs to be spoken, and there's cards here that just help me along the way. So this could just be somebody, I'll tell you what, break it down, cross-eyed. First time, look at that. You try focusing on this coin on your nose, cross-eyed, or at least a lazy eye. That's not all that's lazy. What's Mayhem, is that what they call her? Mayhem? What's your name? Mayhem or Mayhem? Oh, this is constant. This is getting dealt with by some other women. And some of these women are actually men. So that's always great in times like this. This is where I feel both sides of the coin. It is dangerous to mix men and women in facilities like this. Not always, though. Just sometimes, yeah. It's a beautiful thing, though. It breaks out the monotony of just too much jealousy and envy and shit. I feel like these guys come in, whether they know that they were born. I mean, I wonder if that shit's coming out about how they paid people to swap the They already did. I wonder if there is proof about the experiment when it comes to taking children away from wealthy families and placing them in different homes, and then having them treating them differently to see how they turn out. I wonder If it hasn't, it's about to. I cannot get over the smell of outside. It smells so good. If somebody could find a way to to recreate the smell of like summer with maybe honeysuckle. Does anybody have a honeysuckle perfume? I mean a perfume. That would be great. Leave the vanilla out. This is over and over again of just bad karma, and I don't know what cards I want to flip out. Let's do something like me. A lot of this spell breaking has to do with waiting for revenge to happen too, and just wasting your life away. I could be happy, I could be traveling, I could be going here, but I'm just kind of waiting to see if somebody's going to get what they got coming to them. Don't forget to thank for the renovations. Heard my parents having sex. This is a different kind of thanks. This is a kid that needs to go, hey, thanks for letting us know every time you're doing that in there. It's uncomfortable for us. They just want to intervene quickly with this. It's uncomfortable. It's awkward for your kid. I. The letter I. Capital I. Used a hotel room just to have sex. On another, it's like not, okay, well, did they say that? And then what'd you do? You left? Tell me the kid said that. Thanks for making us feel uncomfortable every time you have somebody over. What you do? Oh, I'm so sorry, little Nikki. Meanwhile, they're like, oh god, that was easier. That went easier. Let me make my fucking siblings dinner and tuck them in and shit, and change diapers and bathe them. And next thing you know, he turns around thinking that this kid can hop in the tub, and she's leaving. Where you going? One of those old time hotel room keys you used to get at the Beach Crest in Wildwood, or what was that, the 24th and Surf. Oh, it's been so long since I've been in that kind of environment. It's insane. So she leaves. Thanks again. This is a different kind of thanks. You see how sometimes the thanks goes back and forth like this. Thanks for doing that. You made me feel uncomfortable. I'm taking care of everything. Oh, no problem. I don't know what the hell kind of situation this is, but she was being serious. No problem. So I'm going to take the money to the cookie jar for your next meal, and I'm going to go, there's another thing, thanks, right? He goes to get something. Now it's like, we need diapers. Thanks. You're batting 1,000 here, lady. You're smothered in darkness. Yep. Is that what he said? You're smothered in darkness like the chicken is smothered in peppers. Oh my god, who's this kid? Oh, you remind me of me. This is, they were at one point laughing or mocking something when it came to you. Oh, I think that they mocked your looks, and this goes once again with this editing. I'm embarrassed. I feel embarrassed. I feel embarrassed that sacrament, you're sacred. But that's what I got from it. And it's my fucking channel. I can feel the attitude. Sacrament and it's the same goddamn thing right now here. I'm guessing this is one of these chicks. It could be her I'm dealing with right now. But I feel like, you know those filters where you can put the makeup on, where you can put the eyeliner on, you just click it, it's the whole face is done. Like you don't even want to do your fucking makeup now when you're meeting people. So you don't want to do your makeup and then put the picture out there and just at least mess with a little bit of filtering. I feel like everybody needs it a little bit. You just want to take a picture of your face and just bam. Okay, well that's what happened here. And the one person, that's what she was doing. So that this would be a slow dissipation of things because it is karma. If this is the black magic stuff, this stuff comes in waves. That they put it out. It comes back. They don't realize that the shit that's happening in their life is because it came back. Whether it hit the other person or not, it has to come back to you. I made it known that I will return all that shit, and it stays there. All that negative shit, it doesn't come back, and I'm pretty good. Please don't go out of your way to build some kind of skyscraper rocket that gives off a frequency that makes me feel uncomfortable. Please. I'm a good woman. I can't understand how this is still going on. But So then we have that, and that goes with the editing we said, where now these types of women with the layers and the layers and layers of things are stripped of everything in jail. It's funny, it is, for how this turns out. Now, every time they look in the mirror, they have to look at themselves the way that they are naturally. And I'm guessing, because I know that some of these beings are cocky, that we're going to get into the one that just don't need it. They just don't need it. Let me see what's playing. Yeah, you made an error, all right. Through a different lens. As soon as I put the headphones on, that's what you said. Thank you, sir, for this radio station. Is your name John? Hello, sir. I love when this shit happens. This could be the lens here with the moon. We're just going to say that that's the lens. Oh my God, I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe how believing it is. Aha! What, is that an oxymoron? What little deck you have? Oh. So we're batting 1,000 here. If you're a guy and you're dealing with a jealous guy and they're in jail, because we do have this problem amongst us naturally gifted and gorgeous. What's gorgeous to some person is not gorgeous to another, clearly, but you know what I mean. You can tell that they're just different in their face. Yep. Kurt. Alright, now we got, I'm in jail. They're trying to figure out how to put something on their face. Just to put, someone's taking dirt off the floor to rub it on their eyes. I'm not sure how much further you can go than that before you just wind up smacking yourself in the face for a little blush there. I'm sure that your new Sally, who seems to want to snap your neck, will help you out with that. Maybe it would be working out for both of you. Here, smack me in my cheeks a little bit so I can look rosy. Is that what your grandmom used to say too? And at the same time, they let out some frustration. It doesn't have to get to the point where some guards are called. Everything can be handled differently, is what this feels like. But back to this one. They're in jail. They look like that. Let's find out. Tell me what else is happening. They waged war. There's going to be a war of the world. Well, that could be this. Look at this. Look at these two together. What's the first thing that you think? Right? Look. Look at all the people looking up in the sky. These could represent spaceships. And then he's holding the globe. Comfort. There could have been recently a huge war going on that was bringing discomfort to a large part of where we're at in this universe. They're just throwing a bunch of shit at me. So. This spell broken could be even deeper than it could be different than a spell. The spell here could represent that firmament that I said. So I don't know if you guys tested some shit with a scatter frequency or figured something else out, but if you did that, many, many, many thanks from me anyway, because I feel different. I'm not sure how important that was. It could have even been, hold on, for those that were using direct energy weapons and didn't realize how bad it was because of this thing also pulling in energy. It could have been hitting what you were using and then making it more powerful, so that when it hits the target, it's actually 10, 20, 30 times more powerful, because it's all meshing together, all of this shit, right? All this stuff in the atmosphere, all this stuff from the signals and the electrical wires and then the satellite stuff. And I just, at some point, if something didn't completely blow out like a power grid or something, then it's probably going to be a combination of people just saying, I don't know what's the next phase of this, because we can see clearly that it's growing, but it's not helping. So do I become stupid? Do I become one of those people that now follows the laws of stupidity, where I lose by not doing something where I know that I clearly I could? Am I spiting myself? Right. Take your enemy or whoever you think this enemy is out. You're your enemy now. When you're losing because of you, a maze, is it just like that? But with the ape thing, I feel like this is just all crazy things that are going on, and a lot of it had to do with experiments. Anger, yes. Something going on above that was manifesting down here. Rage and hate, so whatever this war was, I mean, who knows what's out there and what was going on, but it definitely could have been worse than we think. Don't forget, look, and they put thank, don't forget to thank. Yeah, thank is a high vibrational word now because I said so. You'll be able to feel it. When I said in the beginning, I said the word thank you, and I could feel my vibration go down. So I started paying attention, and then at one point I'm like, I'm just such a bad bitch. It really doesn't matter what I say. It's what I believe that matters. You do want to filter your words though, just because. But thank now is high vibrational, and fuck is too. It always was. I didn't change it. I probably created it and made it that way though, knowing the woman that I am today, sitting here. Don't forget to thank. Don't forget to thank with the parents having sex. You owe somebody a thank you. If this is some kind of teacher or therapist or something that you guys are even having sex this way. I feel like there are parents who have kids where it's not like my Sharonda, right? It's not like that. No, right? I don't have to say it. Different. Where, right, that must be a black woman and this must be a white family, right? And we can afford to go to well, we don't have one of those plastic keys, those dangling, what are they, the diamond shaped keys? Yeah, ours is iScan. But they can go. There's something in the air lifting where couples who were already, you didn't want to burn each other behind each other's backs, but I do feel like something was different in the bedroom. This thing that's lifting could have a lot to do with that. It does come and go in waves. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting attacked with something, and I'm not sure if it's through some people only, or if it's a combination of that. Is everybody feeling what they were doing now? And it could be because we're all connected through this thing. I had to remove myself completely with this thing. Just recently it happened, and I feel hardly any pain or discomfort in my body, and I had to close my third eye completely. It took me about 20 minutes of just sitting there watching this constant dragon's eye in my mind close so that my third eye closes now over and over and over again. It took me a while. And as long as somebody doesn't go out of their way to try to create pain for someone else when they're trying to help you get rid of yours, we should be good. We should. Don't forget to thank... What was this? Storyteller. An imagination. Don't forget to thank so-and-so, whoever had their brain hooked up and now transferred that onto projected imagery. Don't forget to thank them. So this is somebody's story that's being told, why it's so important for the editing to be removed. And I think that with the gossip now, I feel like this is also people putting their, I don't want to hear it, which is great, which means that there's facts coming out about it, and that all this shit that they were talking about you, and that people don't believe. My eyes are open wide. Alright, well, good. One of the most difficult and painful times in history. Absolutely. The shit that we're feeling. It could be some people were feeling some things by some other beings because of what was being done to me. Haley's comment. Tell my mother, tell my father. So is somebody leaving their home or leaving an area where their family's at? free spirit. Well, what are you going to do? I don't know. Well, how are you going to do it? Oh, this is one of the reasons I'm leaving. Stupid questions don't make any sense. I don't care. I'm not worried about it. I have nothing going on here, and I worry. I could have nothing going on somewhere else where the weather is nicer, or that I don't feel like I have to ask a million goddamn questions throughout the day. Please not that. What is this, please? For the men who we're dealing with, they want you to know, for the men, where these are men who, I didn't even know I had abandonment issues. What abandonment issues for you was different. These are conversations. For me, it was feeling, already putting in my mind that something wasn't going to work out because of how many times I didn't put that thought there, or even greater, that I put a thought there where everything was going to be great, and then I wound up being let down. And what that did to me, I mean, I sabotaged jobs, relationships, no doubt, just friendships, possibilities for friendships where I find out further down the line, damn, I got a flat, and I just met, I could have had, this cat owns a garage, or a tire, or his boy works there, or he's just that kind of guy where he would have bought me a tire. This does feel like when I said, oh, whose wife is this? When I said, didn't I say? Here is my chance. But I'm not going to take it. I'm just not going to do it. Why? Oh. It's not that, right, it's not that they didn't take the chance. I don't know who you Marga? It's that he's still trying to figure out, like, this is the kind of guy that doesn't want to do something halfway or even less than and then come back and do it again. This feels like this guy wants to make sure that this shit is done flawlessly. Alright, whether for people listening, this is your floor guy, he's running a little late, or he didn't get back to it. If you could tell when you meet someone that they are a perfectionist, that could only help you in certain ways in life, and they were brought into your life for different reasons with their perfectionism to assist you in something. Whatever tomorrow. Right. Oh, right. It could be tomorrow that you wind up hearing from someone. But these guys here, for the ones who had horrible competition too with men, like, what the hell are you doing? I have a stain on my shirt. These are guys that were fighting with each other. There's always that one guy here that doesn't have any freaking friends. They don't sleep well. Like, I must be sensitive to something, but I need a different word because it makes me feel like less of a man when I say it. It does. It makes me feel like less of a woman when I say it. I get that. And this is like, I'm just done going back and forth with this one and that one. Why can't I just have this one? This is with science, right? That's it. That's just what I want. There's an incredible amount of self-work that needs to happen for this. Didn't realize just how valuable or precious something like this is until you see how many times something else blocks you from even speaking to them until you're at a certain level of regal. Yeah, this isn't awareness here. But you're right, this is stealth regality. Yeah, this one is handled a little bit differently here. Would I choose water over wine? And I feel like this chick here says water here. But it could, yeah, I think when it comes to that, it would be, I'll choose wine. I want to leave. I would just want to live my life the way that I want to live it. I thank you for helping me free myself from just judgment and feeling like I can't eat, drink, wear certain things, listen to certain kind of music or hang out in certain type of establishments because people are going to think this about me. and what that did for your life. Just that there, and how valuable that is, that somebody said something or showed you something where I just, all of a sudden overnight, I just don't care about what people think. I'll be there. Don't forget to thank the people who were there when you were down, and the one that's always there when you're down. Is that you? The Chariot. Thank you for letting me on the bus for free. Thank you for letting me on the L, not kicking me off when it was cold. You pass by these people again. I do believe the universe is like that. This is how to pay it forward, or just the gratitude, overall gratitude goes. That I appreciate you. Is it crazy like that? I don't... Do we pass other people again? And we're just like, oh my God, hey, I remember you. But really, it's to say, oh, thank you for that, what you did that day, right? Thank you for letting me have the cab. Thank you for letting me take that Uber. Thank you for jumping in when I was getting jumped, or they were bullying me to even be at school. You don't have to say thank you if you're uncomfortable with saying that, but just a gesture, something. It's usually something. There's some people who were in line at a coffee place and you didn't know how to thank. You could have bought them a cup of coffee. That shit goes a long way with a lot of people. Not everybody feels like a thank you has to be at least 5 figures. Yeah, with the strength. And that's it. I'm done. I don't feel like talking anymore. Bye.